Hi, I'm so excited that you are here. Today I'm going to talk about PCOS and the keto low carb diet. So if you want any information about this, make sure you stick around because I have some good information for you. Hi guys, welcome to my channel where I balance my life and hormones. I'm Mary Cherry, and y'all, I'm so excited to be talking to you today because I'm gonna be talking about the ketogenic / low carb diet. So the reason why I want to talk about this because there's a good amount of research out there. I can't say tons, but there's a good amount of research to show that women with PCOS may benefit from a low carb or ketogenic diet. Tongue twister. And so where should I start? So what I'll start with first is I just recently read a book named the PCOS Plan. It was written by Dr. Jason Fung and Nadia Pateguana. I think I mentioned this book my last video, just talking about diets and PCOS and all that jazz. So anyway, in that book, it's so much good information about insulin, why low carb, why sugars, whatever is like the enemy with women with PCOS. Now, if I'm not mistaken, in 2005, there was a research study where I think it was about 11 women with PCOS, and I'll put the information down in the description box, but 11 women with PCOS started to do this ketogenic low carb diet. I think it was like 12 weeks. Anyway, I forget how long the study was, but that research showed that only 5 of those women were able to sustain that lifestyle for over the 12 weeks. So prior to reading the book, I was like kind of afraid. Like I stayed away from the ketogenic diet because I was like, I can't do that. I just hear so many people saying that's just not a good way, or it's just hard to sustain that type of lifestyle, a low carb lifestyle. And so I stayed away from that, and I definitely wanted to stay away from diets. So fast forward to today, that book was just so interesting. It sounded like the goal of the book is not to, I guess, shove the keto diet, low carb diet onto people. It's really, they mention like it's a lifestyle change, but if the cause, and they say the cause of PCOS is too much insulin. So with that being said, if insulin is what you want to decrease, if insulin is the issue, then for women with PCOS, let's face this head on. Let's deal with the insulin. So the goal of the book is to decrease insulin, and just to quickly mention, the reason why insulin is the issue is because our ovaries have insulin receptors. The reason why our ovaries have insulin receptors is when your body does not want to get pregnant if you're undernourished or do not have like consistent food coming in. So there's insulin receptors, so the body wants to, so the body, that's just the body where the ovaries or the reproductive system saying like, okay, mama, she has food coming in, she's nourished, she can sustain a pregnancy, her own life, and she can sustain the baby's life as well. So that's why there's insulin receptors inside the ovaries. So that's why they kind of recommend a low carb ketogenic diet. One of the authors, Nadia Pateguana, she had PCOS, and she does not have the symptoms of PCOS. So I want to start this journey, but I kind of already started. This is just like a transition. Like I'm transitioning into a better me, I want to say, or a better lifestyle, better healthy choices. So I just wanted to share 3 things that I'm going to do in this transition, and then I have 3 tips for you guys. As I am working through this ketogenic diet or lifestyle. So it's just some tips for you guys to follow. So the first one I wanted to say, 4 things I'm going to be working on. The first thing is eating real foods. That's one of the things that they talked about in the book. So cutting out the processed foods, the high sugars, so like the cakes, cupcakes, cookies, like pasta, like anything that is like I want to say man-made, but like yeah, I know what I'm talking about. The processed food, like cut that out. So we're eating real food, eating real produce, getting meat from like the meat counter, like not eating processed meats as well. So eating real foods. The next thing, so if you did any research about a ketogenic diet, they do recommend you eat 20 grams or less of carbs. Now with me, I am breastfeeding still, and I've done some research. Fortunately, I've done some research, right? That when you're breastfeeding, you kind of want to stay around 50 grams of carbs because you're still making food for baby and for yourself. So I will be around the 50 gram mark, but with that being said, as of right now, I have not been counting my carbs. Like, I've been looking at the carb concept, but I'm not counting my carbs at this point. Like, I'm aware of eating disorders and like being too stringent and being too harsh. So like that's just not something I'm doing as we speak. As right now, I'm not counting carbs. Maybe I'll do that in the future, but right now I don't have. I'm being aware of my carb consumption. I'm lessening my carbs, but I'm not counting my carbs. But when I get to that point, I'm going to hopefully, maybe, I don't know, whatever happens. I'm not like gonna put myself in a box. But anyway, I'm going to do around 50 grams of carbs. And just along with that, I'm going to allow treats. So like, what I keep telling myself is like, my mom comes over with a donut, I'm gonna eat the donut. And I might not eat it right away. I might wait until like a meal. And that kind of goes on to my next point too. But if I want pizza, or me and my husband choose to have pizza all night, like I'm not gonna like go crazy. I'm not gonna like, like really be upset with myself. Like I'm gonna enjoy that pizza, every slice, some French fries. But I'll probably be aware like, wow, you are eating a lot of carbs right now. Maybe for your next meal, stay away from high carbs, or whatever the case may be. Or because I did have high carbs, if I'm having carb cravings later on, it's because I had a lot of pizza. So just being aware, I am allowing treats. And the last thing is cutting out snacking. And so going back to the PCOS Plan, the book, anytime you eat, your sugars increase, which causes the insulin to increase as well. So I'm going to eat 3 meals a day, and I'm cutting out the 2 to 3 times I do snacks. Now, I will say, just a review, with carbs, proteins, and fat. So fats have little, I think like zero, eating carbs, I'm sorry, let's do this again. So, eating fats does not have a high impact on your insulin. Protein has a moderate impact on your insulin. Carbs have a high impact on your insulin. And definitely, depending on what carbs you're eating, will have, definitely vary on how your insulin will respond. So, with that being said, if I do find myself hungry between meals, I've been thinking about how much carbs I had in a prior meal, but also I might just have like a half of avocado. Since that's a fat, it's not going to interrupt my insulin levels too much, so that might be a good option for me. Or just drinking water, because maybe I'm not hungry, maybe I'm actually thirsty. We'll see. But that's the 4 things I'm gonna try to focus on during this transition. And now I have 3 tips for you guys on how to transition into a new lifestyle just like myself. So the first tip I have for you guys is to plan your meals. So I know from experience, it's pretty hard to wake up or go through your day thinking to yourself, what am I going to eat next? It's really good to have a plan in place. And what I'm going to do too, I'm going to later on in this video, but like don't go away. You're going to get a treat. I'm going to post like a meal shopping list and the meals that I'm having for this week. So make sure you look for that. Pretty much my planning for the week. Also, I would say try 1 new item a week. So when you are trying different things like dairy-free, gluten-free, keto friendly, like there's so many products out there that I don't know, it's just could be overwhelming, but also pricey. So like for example, this week I decided to purchase cauliflower rice, frozen cauliflower rice. I'm not a big fan of cauliflower rice. Like I never order it, I don't buy it. But since it's low carb, I told myself I'll give it a try. I bought some from Aldi's. It actually was pretty good. It was like the garlic and herb cauliflower rice in the frozen section, and it was yummy. So anyway, my point is try one new item a week on this new journey. And the last thing is to schedule time to cook. So with the ketogenic diet or for any type of healthy lifestyle change, eating at home usually is more healthier, and you know what ingredients are going into your meal. So try to schedule times to cook. Some people cook every day, some people cook every other day, some people cook once a day and kind of meal plan that way. Do what's best for you, do what you think would be helpful, but just make sure you do plan in your week which days you're going to cook to make sure that you're covered for that day, 2 days, 3 days, whatever day span. Okay, so that's my 3 tips. Now, just stay around for a little bit longer. I'm going to have like a screenshot for you, just having a list of my shopping list and a list of the meals that I am planning to prepare this week. And take a screenshot if you think it'll be helpful. And here you go. So I hope that was super helpful for you guys. Let me know if you like that meal plan. Let me know if you like that shopping list. Comment below if which meals you're going to be trying. And let me know if you want more things like that. So before I leave, I'm going to just post some pictures since it's March 1st too. So I'm just going to post some pictures of me earlier. I just took some pictures of myself, just like kind of like my before after, my before pictures of going to the transition to the new lifestyle. So take a look at that. March 31st or towards the end of this month, I'm going to post some new pictures, my after pictures after transitioning to a ketogenic low carb diet, see what changes. And I should say too, I weighed myself this morning and I am 207. So starting weight 207, you'll see the pics. And as usual, if you like this video, hit the like button. You don't want to miss out on my journey with this ketogenic diet, low carb diet. So make sure you subscribe so you won't miss anything. I am going to be posting weekly videos just about my journey into this new lifestyle. And follow me on Instagram. I usually share some more often I will show what I'm eating throughout the day. So if you want some inspiration or ideas, make sure you follow me at Instagram. That's Mary Cherry at Instagram. And I think that is it. Hope so. Well, just check out my description if I'm missing anything. There is a gluten. I'm going to be hosting a gluten and dairy-free challenge later on this month. I hope you guys can join that. More information below, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah. Bye.